Hello human beings, I am here for another video about choosing random word, choosing a random word in on the English dictionary and start to talking about, it is I have been liking this, I have been enjoying this, and I think it's a good thing to do, to talk about random words in the dictionary. I have been enjoying this very much, so my plan was to do one video per day, but I think I can do many more per day in my spare time. It takes a little bit amount of time. It's not that much, but yeah. So basically I have done like a overall calculation about how many words, and I just count how many words we have on a page. On average, like 30. So per number of pages, like 1,000 pages. So it is the words are counted as about 30,000 words. So I can probably do 30,000 videos about this. So yeah, there's a lot of videos. So I can improve a lot with time. But for now, yeah. I think this is something that I'm gonna do with no background, no introductions, nothing. I'm just going to try to talk about as much as I can about any word that I found on the dictionary, and eventually, with time, with my in my videos, I'm gonna do introductions, editing, effects. But I don't think I need this right now. But yeah, anyway. So today, okay, let's choose random word. Today we're gonna talk about derail. DERAIL. Cause a train to leave the tracks, obstruct a process by diverting it from its intended course. Okay, nice. An attempt to derail the negotiations. Derail, yeah, I have heard about this word, but this word I don't use that much. Of course, it's really. You can use it for trains, as a verb. Cause a train to leave the tracks and obstruct a process by diverting it from its intended course. An attempt to derail the negotiations. Let's talk about first the train. That's a big issue, I mean, I guess for the railway system to work properly, yeah, it has to be done very precise. If you imagine any big transports, like trains and airplanes, even in the normal roads, like big tiers, big lorries. It has to. They can cause pretty much a huge amount of damage on everything around them if something very bad happens. So if a train derails, it's a big issue. It happens sometimes. I remember now just after I think it was after the Great Depression in 2008. And a few years later, around 2011, 2012, we had this, here in Europe, we have these massive amounts. It was happening, at the time, some terrorist attacks, we can say, because they tried to derail trains. Yeah, I think it was something like that. I heard, I saw, some news on in Spain and other countries. I think Belgium as well. Yeah. there were some trains derailed, and you can see movies as well, no? Movies all the time, no? Terrorist attacks on trains. Actually, I remember now, very cool thing. What was that? Was a series, or was a train? What? Breaking Bad. Yeah, I think it was Breaking Bad. Correct if I am wrong, but I think it was in Breaking Bad. There was an episode with a train derailment. Yeah, they need to. There was something on this train that they need to deviate because he need to. I don't know if it was about drugs or money on the train, but yeah, they did this by themselves. I think only the main character. No, I forgot his name now, and the guy, the student. So yeah, I think that there was an. If I cannot go on details now because I watched the series a long time ago. I haven't been watching series as well, but yeah, I think there was a big thing. Derail a train that you have to plan. You have to plan properly to attempt to stop a train to get everything you need, you know. And I remember as well many. I used to read some comic books. I still like those comic books from Italian editor or Italian authors. I think they are Italians, and it's simple. It is simply called text. I don't know if anyone knows about these Italian people, but yeah, I remember that I was reading these, and most of the things on these comic books were about it's a ranger in Texas, and he's kind of Jack Reacher in nowadays, but back in the days, no, back in the 1800s maybe. And yeah, I remember so many episodes about trains as well, no? When you have to steal things from a train, you have to derail them. So you have to cause a train to leave the tracks. Yeah, basically, it is very important. I would say not important. It's very. Of course, they did this and they still do this, no, to steal things from trains. But I think this is getting more difficult as more technology comes to help controlling trains properly, you know, the tracks and everything. Yeah, if you derail trains, it causes a huge amount of damage and issue around you. Very much. So the second thing, obstruct a process by diverting it from its intended course. An attempt to derail the negotiations. Yeah, that's another big thing. If you think about so many examples, we can say about obstruct a process. Negotiations. Well, negotiations can happen. Negotiation happens in everyday life. We always we are always negotiating things with everyone. Every time that we are always trying to negotiate ourselves and the things that we want to other people. Life is negotiating, basically. Yeah, and if you attempt to derail the negotiations, it's a sabotage. Yeah, I think that's the word. That's a synonym of derailment. You try to sabotage negotiations. You're not behaving in a proper way, in a correct way. If you try to sabotage and if you try to derail negotiations, you are acting in a bad faith. You are acting in a bad faith. That's not good. That's not good. You should be always be truthful of yourself and with the people that you are negotiating with. So derail is not a good thing. Remind this. Never derail negotiations. Well, yeah. You can obstruct a process by diverting it from its intended course. I think if you do this, it is always in a bad way. Because if you are true with yourself since the beginning, and you explain and then expose your intentions, you don't need to derail. You don't need to obstruct a process. Yeah, I don't think there's a good way. It's about not influence. It's about when you try to derail in a good way. What's the name? I forgot the name now. I have to. You see, my challenge is to speak about to speak about not at least 10 minutes about the word that I'm saying without no helping. Without my challenge will always be to not go trying to find exactly now online something that I need. These words it will come on, maybe not in this video, but in the next videos it can come in my mind. I remember persuasion. Yeah, I think you can say that you can attempt to derail the negotiations in a good way by I just said the word. That's a very difficult word. Persuasion. Yeah, when you persuade someone, probably you can say, yeah. You can say, guys, you can write everything in the comments to try to help. You can tell everything that you can think about derail, and every word and any other videos that I make. Any word you can say everything. You can help me try to whatever you think it's a good thing, or you can correct myself as well, because I'm trying to talk about. I start this video because I think we can talk about everything, even without knowledge. You know what I mean? Because you can go here on the dictionary and you can read the description, and you can try to think about the things that correlate with your life, and you can give some examples, and what we have seen, what you saw before, what you have experienced. So yeah, you can relate it to almost everything. You don't know everything. I know I don't know everything, and I'm learning every day. That's why I'm learning. I'm opening the dictionary, and I'm learning new words every day. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for this video, and I will see you next time, guys. For the next video, I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. Bye bye.